Hey, Cowboys Nation! Let's dive deep into the latest offseason developments surrounding America's team. While headlines often highlight the splashy signings and trades that grab attention, there's a quieter, but equally important process happening behind the scenes: futures contracts, roster adjustments, and evaluations of returning players are all shaping the landscape for the upcoming season. These moves may not dominate the news cycle, but they are the building blocks that determine depth, competition, and the overall potential of the team. Today, we're going player by player, breaking down how the Cowboys are preparing to enter training camp and make their mark next year. Understanding the role of futures contracts is key to following these developments. Unlike active roster agreements that are set until free agency officially opens, futures contracts are often signed by practice squad players whose deals technically expire at the end of the season. While they cannot participate in postseason games, these players get a chance to compete for roster spots during training camp and the preseason. The financial impact of these contracts is minimal, usually veteran minimum deals, which allows the team to explore options without overcommitting resources. Essentially, these deals are opportunities for players to prove themselves while giving the organization flexibility to plan ahead. The running back room provides an interesting glimpse into the Cowboys' strategy. Israel Banakanda, known to fans as Izzy, has returned on a futures deal. He initially joined the practice squad late last season when Malik Davis moved to the active roster. While Izzy's career stats are limited, having appeared in only 6 games, his explosiveness and knowledge of the system make him a valuable depth option alongside Malik Davis, Javonte Williams, and the other backs already on the roster. Izzy brings versatility and competition to a position where depth is crucial. Whether he earns a spot on the practice squad or cracks the 53-man roster, his presence enhances flexibility and maintains the competitive environment the coaching staff seeks. Turning to the wide receiver room, Tayon Holden is back under a futures contract as well. He did not see regular season action last year and was released at one point, but this new opportunity signals that the coaching staff sees potential in his abilities. Similarly, Paris Campbell has returned under a futures deal. While he played only 1 game last season as a special teamer, repeated signings suggest that the team values his skill set and wants to continue evaluating his contributions in camp. With high-profile receivers such as Jalen Tolbert and George Pickens as free agents, the Cowboys are strategically bolstering depth in the wide receiver room, creating opportunities for competition and possible surprises during the preseason. Offensive line considerations have also been part of the Cowboys' off-season strategy. Nick Lever returns to provide positional flexibility, primarily at center, but capable of covering multiple spots. His versatility is valuable during camp, when injuries and lineup experiments often require adaptability. Alongside him, practice squad veterans like Marcellus Johnson contribute depth and continuity. Their presence allows the starters to remain sharp and ensures that competition stays high. With free agents on the horizon and questions surrounding key positions like right tackle, the Cowboys are being deliberate in maintaining a roster that can withstand both injuries and tactical shifts. On the defensive side, the Cowboys are blending stability with potential impact additions. Aditi Ole, a product of the International Player Pathway program, is reportedly re-signing. Although the team has not officially confirmed it, depth along the defensive line remains strong, with players such as Quinnen, Osa, Clark, Solomon Thomas, and Perrion Winfrey under contract. With stability at defensive tackle, management can focus attention on positions that require more immediate reinforcement. Meanwhile, the search for players who can make a tangible impact, especially where free agents are departing, continues to shape roster decisions. The cornerback and edge positions have seen some notable moves. Isaiah Land has returned after stints with the team and limited action elsewhere, strengthening depth on the defensive edge along with Ezra and James Houston. Players like Zion Childress and Reddy Stewart add versatility in nickel coverage situations. They may not be household names, but their ability to fill multiple roles is critical for a team looking to balance experience, talent, and roster efficiency. These strategic signings ensure a competitive environment that challenges both veterans and younger players to perform at a high level. Safety and linebacker depth continue to be key areas under evaluation. While Donovan Wilson and Juan Thomas provide continuity, the team is exploring options to add impact starters. Balancing the retention of familiar faces with the pursuit of new talent allows the Cowboys to maintain a competitive edge. These moves are not just about filling spots, they're about creating an environment where players must perform to earn opportunities. By doing so, the team ensures readiness across all positions and prepares for injuries or tactical adjustments during the season. Even moves that seem minor, like futures deals or practice squad signings, reveal the team's larger strategy. Returning players like Izzy, Holden, and Campbell demonstrate the Cowboys' commitment to developing talent and fostering competition. The organization is carefully managing its roster, blending experience with youth, and cultivating depth in every position group. These behind-the-scenes maneuvers are as critical to the team's success as the marquee signings that grab headlines. Each player under contract, whether a developmental prospect or a seasoned veteran, contributes to the competitive atmosphere that the coaching staff is striving to maintain. The evaluation of free agents and practice squad talent reflects the dynamic nature of roster construction. In the NFL, players leave, return, and compete for opportunities, which keeps teams nimble and able to address needs as they rise. The Cowboys' approach demonstrates a strategic understanding of this process. Every signing and futures deal is a calculated decision aimed at maximizing readiness. The backfield, offensive line, wide receiver room, and defensive units are all under careful scrutiny, ensuring that the team has options and that competition drives performance across the roster. Defensive backfield considerations remain a priority. Players such as Childress and Stewart represent low-cost, high-potential additions that can contribute in nickel and dime packages. Being under exclusive rights contracts allows the team to retain them at minimal cost while continuing development. This strategy cultivates competition even among lower depth chart players and gives the coaching staff flexibility to experiment with schemes during training camp and preseason. Depth is critical in a league where injuries are unavoidable and matchups constantly evolve. Linebackers are another area of deliberate roster management. While players like Ezra and James Houston provide a stable foundation, the Cowboys continue to explore talent to fill gaps and maintain competition. Linebacker performance can influence every aspect of defensive play, from run stopping to pass coverage. The team's approach blends returning players with new acquisitions and practice squad signings, ensuring that the position group is thoroughly prepared and competitive. Special teams contributions also remain a significant factor in evaluating roster candidates, reinforcing the importance of versatility on offense. The Cowboys aim to balance veteran presence with younger players who bring upside. The running back room mixes experience with breakout potential. Players like Malik Davis and Javonte Williams are supplemented by Izzy, whose speed and explosiveness provide an added dimension to the backfield. This depth allows workload management and fosters competition, driving performance in practice and camp. Wide receiver futures deals similarly expand options, giving the coaching staff the ability to test combinations, formations, and individual potential. Rotation and evaluation in a live setting are crucial to identifying contributors. For the regular season, practice squad strategy is central to this approach. While these players are ineligible for postseason action, they serve as developmental tools and insurance policies. Participation in practices and preseason games helps them acclimate to the system and learn from coaching staff, ensuring readiness if injuries strike. Veterans such as Nick Lever and Marcellus Johnson reinforce flexibility, while also mentoring younger talent. Futures deals reflect a forward-looking mindset focused on sustainable depth and readiness for future campaigns. The Cowboys' careful management of free agents and contracts complements this approach. Decisions regarding unrestricted and restricted free agents, including George Pickens, Jalen Tolbert, and Donovan Wilson, impact both roster composition and financial flexibility. Re-signing select players on minimum or futures deals allows the team to maintain internal competition while keeping options open for larger moves. Balancing immediate performance needs with long-term planning ensures the team maximizes every roster spot strategically. Defensive line management continues to prioritize depth and rotation capability. 7 defensive tackles under contract, including Quinnen, Osa, Clark, Solomon Thomas, Perrion Winfrey, Jadoa, and Adidio Ole, provide a strong interior presence. This stability permits coaches to focus on other defensive priorities, such as edge rushers and coverage specialists, without compromising quality. Maintaining depth with capable rotation players ensures readiness and adaptability during the long grind of the season. Continuing with the Cowboys roster updates, the safety group remains under close evaluation as The team balances returning contributors with potential new additions. Donovan Wilson and Juan Thomas provide continuity. But the coaching staff is looking for players who can create immediate impact. Safety play is pivotal in both pass coverage and run support. So every roster decision in this area carries significant weight by keeping depth players on futures contracts or re-signing familiar faces. The Cowboys are ensuring that the backfield maintains flexibility while giving younger players opportunities to develop. The balance between proven experience and emerging talent is a key theme as the team shapes its defensive identity for the upcoming season. Another layer of the Cowboys' strategy is preparing for the unpredictability of training camp. Futures deals and returning practice squad veterans provide a competitive environment that pushes all players to perform. Players who previously had limited action, such as Isaiah Land, are being given another chance to earn a roster spot. This approach emphasizes the importance of performance in every practice and preseason game. The coaching staff is not just evaluating players for immediate contribution. They are also assessing adaptability, work ethic, and potential growth. The ability to learn schemes quickly and make an impact when called upon is essential for any player hoping to secure a role on America's team. Linebacker depth continues to be a focal point. The Cowboys are building a unit that combines stability with the potential for new contributors to emerge. Veterans like Ezra and James Houston provide a foundation of experience and consistency, while returning and newly signed players create competition for playing time. Linebackers influence nearly every defensive play, from run support to coverage responsibilities. And having multiple options ensures that the team can adjust to injuries or tactical changes without losing effectiveness. Special teams contributions also remain a key factor in evaluating linebacker candidates, as versatility is critical in maximizing the roster. The offensive side of the ball has also been carefully curated. The running back room combines experienced veterans with younger players who bring explosiveness and potential breakout ability. Malik Davis and Javonte Williams remain core contributors, while Israel Banakana offers speed and an element of surprise. This mix allows the team to manage workloads and maintain competition in practice, which can elevate overall performance. Wide receiver depth is being similarly cultivated. Futures deals for Tayan Holden and Paris Campbell ensure that the coaching staff has options to test rotations and combinations, while also giving these players another opportunity to prove themselves. The goal is to identify who can contribute most effectively during the regular season while keeping the roster flexible and adaptable. Practice squad players play a central role in this strategy. Although they are not immediately eligible for postseason action, these players serve as developmental assets and contingency options. Participation in practices and preseason games allows them to integrate into the system, learn the playbook, and demonstrate readiness. Veterans like Nick Lever and Marcellus Johnson provide guidance, maintain competition, and help younger players acclimate to the professional environment. Futures contracts, in this context, are not just about depth. They reflect a long-term vision where every roster spot is strategically considered and every player has a chance to grow. Before we roll on, subscribe to Cowboys Wire News. Drop a like and turn on the bell. Your support keeps the Dallas Cowboys updates coming. Tell us what you think in the comments. In what is already being called one of the most shocking moves of the season, the Dallas Cowboys have reportedly secured a blockbuster trade, bringing elite pass rusher Myles Garrett to Texas. While both teams have remained tight-lipped beyond confirming the basic details of the deal, sources close to the situation suggest this move could fundamentally reshape the Cowboys' defensive identity. Garrett, a perennial All-Pro and one of the league's most feared edge rushers, leaves behind a storied tenure with his previous team, where he has consistently been a game-changer. His arrival in Dallas is generating immediate speculation about how the Cowboys' defensive schemes will adjust to maximize his talents. Insiders speculate that Garrett's presence could relieve pressure on other key defensive players, while simultaneously forcing opposing offenses to rethink their protection schemes. Analysts are already debating whether this acquisition signals a shift in Dallas' long-term strategy, as Garrett is not just a short-term rental but a foundational player, capable of altering the trajectory of a franchise. While the exact details of the trade remain under wraps, it is believed to involve multiple high-value draft picks and possibly additional player exchanges, underscoring the Cowboys' commitment to an aggressive roster upgrade. Fan reactions have been instantaneous and mixed, with social media buzzing over the potential impact. Some see Garrett's arrival as the missing piece for a defense that has been close, but inconsistent in big moments. Others question whether the Cowboys' supporting cast is equipped to complement a player of Garrett's caliber, wondering if the organization can build a cohesive unit around him quickly enough to see immediate results. Meanwhile, the speculation extends beyond on-field performance. Locker room dynamics, leadership influence, and culture shifts are all being analyzed as Garrett joins a team with established stars and high expectations. The broader NFL community is watching closely, with pundits debating if this move could set off a wave of trades and adjustments across the league. Could this be the spark that propels Dallas into a new era of dominance? Or is it a high-risk gamble that places enormous pressure on both Garrett and the organization to deliver, whatever the outcome? One thing is certain, the Cowboys have made a statement, and the ripple effects of this trade will dominate headlines and locker room conversations for weeks, if not months. Myles Garrett in Dallas is no longer a rumor, it's a reality, and the football world is holding its breath to see how it all unfolds. That's a wrap from Cowboys Wire News. For breaking Cowboys updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Tell us your take in the comments.